If you're in the meeting and you're watching this video, it's because you're interested in finding out how you as administrators can better assist students at Queens College. So what we did for this video, we went to different students who I knew at Queens College or who went to Queens College, and we got their opinions on different things that the administration is doing. Now, there's way too many departments and elements and majors and all that to capture in one video. So what we have is a select few, and if the shoe fits, wear it, and if you can apply it to yourself in your department, great. So first up, we're gonna give you the bad news first, because we don't wanna leave you with negativity.
Overall, I just want to say I've had a great experience here, but there are little things that I found to be frustrating. Not Bursar, financial aid has been an issue. Just the lines will be down the hall to the stairs of the other side of the stairs, and I just feel like there should be a little bit more urgency when dealing with people. I feel like they forget that it's a public school in the middle of Queens where people have jobs and are in between classes, and they miss their classes because they're online and they just had a question or had to just hand something in, or it had to be like a quick thing, and it's frustrating. I've only stood on that long line twice ever. I don't even know what health services are here. I don't know what they do. I don't know what they provide. I don't know what they're for. And I don't have health insurance because it's expensive, and I do work, I'm a waitress for a corporation that provides it, but I found that it was more expensive to get health insurance, so I've just been living without it, and I'm like, common sense, I should have known there was health services, but I feel like no one administratively put it out there more. I don't know where it is. I couldn't even tell you where it is right now. And I guarantee you that a lot of people feel the same way.
Well, I usually get $500 from TAP each semester to get my books. And this semester they sent me a check for $127. So I was missing $370 something. So I couldn't get my books, and I usually get a check, so I was able to get it from any place I want to. But this semester I got $378, and I had to use it only in the bookstore. Yeah.
Use all that money in the bookstore?
Yeah. So basically, when I usually go get my books somewhere cheaper, like Amazon, I had to go to the bookstore. So my Spanish book, $165 I had to pay from the bookstore because I only had money for the bookstore. Well, normally I could go on a website like Chegg and get it for like $60. So I was out an extra $100 because of it.
And did you try to complain or talk to any of the administrators?
Well, I went to financial aid. That's where they gave me the book stipend, but I could only use it in the bookstore. But I didn't really need $300 to go towards the bookstore. I needed $300 in my pocket. But that's what they gave me, and that's what I was stuck with. And when I complained, they just sent me to the bookstore.
My schedule for last semester was dropped in August for non-payment. I don't see how this is possible. Financial aid paid my bill in June.
The administration is not very helpful, and they kind of facilitate all the nonsense that goes on during student elections, not overseeing anything and basically letting people just harass you while you're trying to get to class.
CUNY First takes forever, and essentially it's not very good. I don't like it. My teacher calls it CUNY Worst, so that about sums it up.
Do you have an idea how they can fix CUNY First?
I honestly scrap the whole thing and try again.
Kind of go back to the old system?
Yeah, the old system, why fix what's not broken? It worked fine. It worked better than this.
So, we have my boy Sasha here.
Yeah.
Now, Sasha, what's your major?
I'm a media studies major.
If there's anything you can say about the media studies department, what would it be?
I think it's just really the whole policy when it comes to renting cameras is unjust. You know, as an artist, it's important for me to have a certain amount of creative freedom, and I'm not always going to be able to frame, the perfect times and locations according to Queens College and their preference. But as an artist, I need to be able to do, my footage when I'd like. And life happens, man, and I can't control it. So Queens College, you gotta hold me down, man. You gotta have my back. That's it.
All right, so those were the negatives. Now, a lot of students, when asked how they can fix that, they really don't have a quick answer or an answer at all. You know, it comes to the idea that they're students, you're the administration, you fix it, you teach us. And there's no detriment to them. It's best to know what's not working so then you can go try something that does work, something different. Now, we're gonna go check out the things that the students liked.
Well, the custodian women are incredible. They're so sweet. They're these women who are very curious about what we're doing, so they'll sit down and you know, peek in through the door just to see, you know, what kind of work is going on, or they'll see us changing in the bathroom, and sometimes we begin to forget things in there. They'll come by, recognize us, and say, hey, you know, here's a very valuable item that you left in there.
Now, in any way, has that kind of encouragement, you know, has it helped your acting somehow, that someone takes an interest in what you're doing?
It's definitely great that somebody takes an interest in what we're doing. It's even better when somebody is sort of taking that extra step in making sure that not only, you know, they see what you're doing, but to make sure that your personal belongings, you know, they belong to you. It's not like they don't, it's as if somebody cares, you know, even though I don't know who they are personally, they'll still be nice enough to say, here's your stuff, and then while they give us our things, you know, they're like, you're doing a great job, and, you know, they'll take an interest in what we're doing. They'll ask us, what is going on? Why are you guys dressed this way, or why are you talking this way, or, you know, why is your hair blue over here and shaved on this side?
Yeah, and,
you know?
Yeah, and as a student, what does that do for you, you know?
I'm happy someone is caring. It's incredible. Usually, we always get the positive or negative feedback sometimes, depending on, you know, what is being done and seen. You know, professors are always here to give us help, which is excellent. And then we have people who have absolutely nothing to do with academia coming in and really taking an interest in what's going on. So that in itself is great because, you know, it's not just a certain audience that you're trying to impress here. It's also the average everyday people who have absolutely nothing to do with anything when it comes to your class. But, you know, they take an interest. They're very curious. And the fact that you spark somebody's curiosity, that gives me lots of oomph to continue going on. I'm doing something right.
Well, I don't see the administration as problems. I see them as networking, as opportunities. I could learn a lot from the administrators, like, you know, their experience. They're more experienced than the students, so I can learn from their experience. And last semester, I was able to intern for the Student Life's office under Emmanuel Villa-Manny supervision, and I learned a lot. You could really plan off-campus, on-campus events, as well as gain confidence and learn about all the opportunities that Queens College has to provide. I feel like a lot of students don't take advantage, or they just don't know about the opportunities in their face. Like a poster could be, you could pass a poster like 5 days a week, but you don't know that that poster says New Orleans Challenge Trip, you know? I've seen that a lot. I told a lot of people I went to New Orleans and they didn't know that it was for Habitat for Humanity. They didn't know that such a thing existed. So just being involved and talking and networking and say, hey, you know, my name, and just asking for help. You know, that's a struggle, but if you ask for help, you get a lot.
Basically, they're very straight to the point, very professional. They always tell you what you need to know at the time in which you need to know it. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C. The way you're going to find it everywhere else, not just on campus, but in real life. That way, you can actually grow, not only as an individual, but also as a professional. The way I see it is that as long as you ask what you need to know, they will tell you. Some people might get confused, they might expect tech to be more like high school, in which they'll just bring everything to you, and you just pick up from there. Here you have to ask. Like anywhere else in the world, you have to ask. If you want something, you have to go get it. If you don't do so, you're not going to get it. In high school, you didn't have to do it. In high school, it was just, here you have to do this, do it. They basically will grab your hand as you were signing the papers to go to college. So here it's not that way. Here it's professionals. They teach you as an adult. They treat you not as a kid anymore. Even if you just graduated from high school, they treat you as an adult, as any other senior or graduate student. And I think that's good for growth. People might not like it, people might not like the way they're treated, but nonetheless, it helps them grow because when they go out around, if they go into the business world, if they go into the career market, they're not going to get that hand holding their pen to sign for them?
Well, unlike I feel like a lot of the student body, my frustration with QC was with the students. But I feel that all of our students don't take responsibility for what they learn here. I don't feel like they take initiative in saying, you know what, I'm gonna put myself in some places on this campus so that I can get where I need to go. And a lot of QC is about being an independent student. And one thing we have to learn as students is how to position ourselves in places where we can make a change not only for our lives but for others. I didn't end up dealing with administration and student life until I became a resident advisor. And that's when I began to experience that interaction there with VP Joe, the provost, everyone in that office. That's when that exchange began to happen.
How'd that exchange go for you?
Actually, it kind of changed my life. I don't mean to sound all like cheesy, but that's what happened. I was able to meet these great people with great experiences, and then all of a sudden what I knew and what they had to offer through their life experience began to combine, and I got a little more perspective on my life and what I was trying to accomplish here. Because I don't know, school is more than grades. I'm not big on grades. I'm sorry. I feel like it's a number, it's a letter. You can get an A and then like walk away from a class and never know anything. But there's something that happens when knowledge meets like experience. Because I've learned that, you know, wisdom is the application of that knowledge. And that's what the administrators were able to show me. Because of course they have more life experiences than me. So I was able to learn about some of their successes, some of their failures. And then things started making sense, what I was trying to accomplish in college. So I wasn't trying to just get a degree now. I was trying to work towards this goal, towards this vision for my life. And, you know, that's what they helped me do.
Okay. So hopefully you learned something. If you're going to take away anything from this video, it'll be relationships go a long way. Now you won't, most likely, you're not going to be best friends with everybody. But a smile, a hi, or having patience sometimes can go a long way and make a complete difference in a student's life. So Queens College, and this video, I'm Hugo, and it's a wrap.